Ebusianfo na mo ase yemfa today's agenda nto aso anope me guess here lawyer Amoda Tebada ansana no ye be fa mo calls kakra your line e be yusu ne 0240 550899 ye makwan na yetimi ne mo edi nkomo kakra me kai o say your favorite political show ya the seat esanya ba e won the 2 TV so from the 10th of July 7 p.m. at the aircraft enti Kayana Shannon so 2024 yimu the seat sign back from 10th of Bosumi ya yiwumi famo calls Kayana Shannon so 0240 550 899 0240 550 899 imidi ede yaw amufa boachi one more boy no pay a Franco Trading Enterprise. Yanshania or Ahman Sonafi, Yanino, any comma 0240 550 899. Franco Trading Enterprise for Ejma Seni said that there be a Omusha, CSA or Moboa, Amagana, Yetumia Typhoons, so twice. Woman company D can buy Omusha, see the phones and a chassis. Kakra, and omode smart TV, tabletop fridges, afi air condition. And in Yamaha will be breach, as yes, one of the Babekan, the Omode Abekan home air, tabletop fridges, and CCTV cameras. Cameras, no, yeah, come, install them, you're good to go. Shannon, so, yeah, no, afraid, more online, so at www.francotrading.com. On sa ebekon yen kwa man so yen hwe nia owo hello morning
I'm over morning
boko de
who adumo na mo so
me hoye mami ntio
the American say japa case no a lot be me man mo say and penifoni this car e betimi say China de me last year me say obi ya attempt so oko this car no awon ye mpo no ye kun no and the law be me ma he nipa ba ku ska wati nti me same penifoni say omo fa
sika de wa he na wo kan ho asemi
say be ya e betimi aboa yan youth no me da mo ase
Yansu Yadase for coming up. Yadase pass on so join the FM calls na kakra 0240 550 899 0240 550 899. Yemfa ofofro na yenhwe de ono so ewa oka. Morning.
Morning, bro.
Boko die. Boko mami ntio.
Brian, me wa concern bi won.
Okay.
It's so good no. Now I'm going to offer the MPP for the support the Brio. You so, but we only my own video and my new and catchy. Now, because for a bit now good or papa. Now, the person will be and band. Also, so almost support for offer. They were a graphic in the airport.
Okay. Okay.
One of them are many so good to meet the Yam. It's a very 7 months near the Yom Kusu. A family are 3 years to me. That was not a time for me. You have a boy. Okay, Mameno Asi na yemfa for 0240 550 899. 0240 550 899. Sada midi kama munya no nte anopa no bepim sabre. Hello, good morning. Boko de.
Yes, I don't know ya.
Mami ntio.
Your family ko join to first we love connection.
Ko yo mami ntio.
Ade am me be san say about point mo ya na.
Eno ano e wasem.
I'm a part because I don't know why 20.
Ebebaso. Why?
Now we did this community watchers again, then I'm for you. Over Casani idea. And no, a boy into the same.
Have your say, no? Have your say.
Have your say, moo, and no, yeah, they can see a family here.
Have your say, no? Yeah, say a disco. A disca, yes, sorry, I know at TSM now. You're trying the party for one of our Omubano, my ready say and quiet the Ababe. I mean, no, a disca, papa, nyagro. Yeah, there be no racken, and now making have your say, I ready. The BBI ready. Trying the party for no baby. Okay, Obia said on to you know, but very effective. A bois Emma campaign equanimu. Yam for 0240 550 899 0240 550 899. Ye ba me din komo e de afa courts ye ka say titulu Supreme Court se mo behwe ye Supreme Court no brano ne ye de judges ne bi akoka ho e ho nkomodi aba nti ye ba be di ho nkomo. Hello, morning.
Yeah, and Agyapong. I had dear Wakana Abamu. Only Agyafati, Sawamu, Pennyfo, and people. Repa chop.
Yet you
Intimate chop. Oh, Ashoma. All Ashoma. At the international school bureau. A quanin your cra. Mumbuano, Muyadro. I felt crumfonu. Ya wa nya Ghana sika bebrebe yanji na yanji omo ya bra omo mo sori a
na
omo sa
na ka say
na ya krofo nda ma ti Ghana sika we de mi kuma atu mi ku de meye mon ka wa tie mu no biara nti the English ni dofu mon ka wa tie mu no biara nti NDC fo nkasa no mo nti sa na omo party no e corrupt. Bye bye.
Aja party da say Chia party headquarters for Yamfadi Chato. Hello, morning.
Good morning.
Boko dear.
Mr. Nasu, you have free course way down.
Mamintio.
Me say, FQA President Akufo-addo Bayeno. Udu agogwa school muha, a Anglican school nene adia ohonyina. The way obusi fe chankro for board dono. De bi ana wo fo ne kasa. CSA wo free education so no. Sika obutwetwa nyeska ketwa. Eti mesrem a mo de mama obi kura mra no meye investigation mo hu ne ekoso bibie no ankara ntua obutwa school fees ankasa eti mesrem a mama director of education ya na say minister of education asonte no hwe sa ne ma no mai wa mesrem a oyam da se
yes we da se council
yes sir
boko there
Jamiso bako
the first caller no bisa said there been a boiling point there baso
soon and very soon let's give ourselves 2 weeks.
2 weeks, okay.
Yes, because we are through final stages of getting the host and a co-host.
Okay.
And we are putting things in place. Some will say, I started 10th July, I started the seat.
The seat, yeah.
Yeah, we will be now we move into boiling point. Boiling point, so you almost all the background work, we and if you are hiring somebody, so it takes some time. You're also checking the panel resume, or checking the panel background to make sure say this because we say boiling point, here will be our volumes and legacy knowledge about the politics of this country.
Yeah.
And not just someone with a loud mouth, but someone who is very knowledgeable, now understanding politics. And we are working assiduously to ensure say the right person take the seat. Yeah. And may assure almost say NHP. Say the moment say the seat abano. Sabe pepe and a boiling point, but soon and very soon. And Obianka and come out to it in the end. Yeah, you about 24 hours.
That's it. For young queen, never been the home como a Supreme Court.
Yeah.
And they quite fast so the judges need be echo can Obesha, His Excellency the President by or the Biako, a be free one or the Biashim. You could do, I think, 15 now a bit more cancer dorsum. A bit say, yeah, and they near air ban say assign the Biako can home. Been a comparison, Oko USA, or more population, or more Supreme Court, or more 9, Oko Canada, or more population, Oko Germany. And no, I had the answer Tonkro for a dream. We invite you and pay near Pessy di home common. No, we hear a population, now here Supreme Court, now here Juma Moy and one. A Jumano Broson tears, I said, any pan Dawson, or Supreme Court one.
You be Darcy, Eddie can, Mamifasa, Quenya in Minchia, Yapefo, and near TF4. Never a year, I know Nikabia, Emma Tradiampo, and then Friday, and I see a horse, Amahomedano. Yeah, I think the Constitution 1992 of the Republic of Ghana, constitution be a say if you don't understand its interpretation, sometimes we jump into hasty conclusions. Now your constitution, you know, your mrapon. So we then call Article 128. What say the Supreme Court shall consist of the Chief Justice and not less than 9 other justices of the Supreme Court. Not less than 9 other justices. And so for Supreme Court, see what you were the Chief Justice. Oh, and there was other justices. Yeah, on the kind of among I Juma. Now, Constitution needs to say not less than 9. And so bank it can say not less than 9. It said at least 9. And at least 9, they said the minimum, the minimum threshold is 9, but there's no cap. That's what you say. At least 9 means it should be greater than 9, and then less than 9. And the one can say at most 9 there. That means we can't go beyond 9. And the base, the minimum level, I'll best start here freedom. 9 justices, plus the Chief Justice. So there is no cap. And to be catched, I'll say, oh, you were 20, you were 15, you were 10, you were 11, you were 12. The person doesn't understand the interpretation of the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. At least 9, it means at least 9 means say not less than 9. But you can go all the way depending on the exigencies. Cases are what your court, cases are what Supreme Court, and you say efficiency delivery of justice. Our court now, there's the need say at any point in time, what I say, you share the number now or you share how I grow, you have circumstances cases in court, both civil and criminal cases echo court. Now you person practicing here in 10 you do same 10 we need more justices. Our Supreme Court so only dear assem ama pepe ye either Abba or Manu. And so be sorry, no catcher will say, oh, and then your door soon, the Supreme Court near here. We are going by the Constitution. The Constitution is very simple, straightforward, and yet ambiguous. You say,
from 1993, framers of the Constitution, Sabrina na me name your population, me check ya. OGD said the more cap or not less than 9.
Wow, said Obunu said at least. Oh, said
maybe Oman for 5.
No, for a Supreme Court to be duly constituted, no. I was say a year 5.
Yeah.
Somebody translated the someone. I was say at least 5 of the judges in the translation. So this of course, Oman make a decision be number by translate for review. Or more decision now. Then they will start from 7. So they make sure until the triple say at least in your 9. In your 9, 5 on the Ebel, Obi area we can always replace. So also more reviewer, we need 7. And the for 2 to so what I say. And they made the
and this no crowd with our population. I'm starting from 9.
I'm starting from 9. And I'm doing about at least not more, not less than 9.
It is about over 30 years now.
Yes.
I'm starting from now.
Yeah.
9.
9, not less. Not less than 9. That means you can't go below 9. And a Chief Justice come from a year 10. So what I say, the Chief Justice and not less
than 9.
Than 9.
And this Abraham come starting with 10.
With 10. And to
for the 30 years in term, you know, another 10 within this period.
I'm gonna say 20.
20,
right?
yes.
And apart from that, you heard the rate at which and some your friend is
Supreme
Court cases are a good. And the Supreme Court and the bad time your friend is court. At the top of the pinnacle. At the top of all your courts in the Supreme Court and the Tia Pempem. And assembly started from the base, from even inferior court, lower court, a travel, cost, and also a cost Supreme Court. Chieftaincy matters. Do National House of Chiefs. Next one person court for appeal here. At the end of the day,
a court Supreme Court.
And to do a good Supreme Court, a dozen. And there be a Ghana someone for a car. Yes, and a some court a check, a some court a check, a some court a check. So we need to get people there. We need to get judges there. Send a buyer some court to see any idea na justice Edin Kunim. Wouldn't say Tama 2012 presidential elections by it took almost 1 year and Sana yet me come to a conclusion and Sana judgment ever. Then say the year by 2016 year by 45 days. Let us run it. And effectively within the days almost specify near we ask them. Why not person or man na asem court to 2 years, 10 years plus if you so many years they need assembly. And for me, it is not a matter of packing the Supreme Court with justices, but it's a matter of effective, speedy, and efficient delivery of justice.
On
so ye dia semua ebeko entem pepe yebeba na obi afa anya no fa hodie.
On more can say or compare other jurisdiction or compare other countries. To say US. I mean, names all US run down one. Almost parties say US social more population here. Almost Supreme Court almost 9. Almost explain you no answer my cancer almost 9.
Yeah, US system na ma found tiade na say. We say it was state. State be on the Supreme Court.
The infant says in Kagana ha and you won't cry one state. You won't Kumasi one state.
Top
Central region one. And some state be on the Supreme Court.
And Sunday what the actual Supreme Court.
To was no omo tie no ntimintiase. Some state be no say be New York omo Supreme Court.
Yeah, you di asem ho ye bibia
Okay. And to omo a my money in Supreme Court no. Or the internet no because state be on the Supreme Court.
Oversee that state courts no. Okay. And state let me call them state Supreme Appeals Court of States no. And it's assembly what a sunyen sem nyina na ho. Within the state now they themselves are able to resolve it.
Okay.
But Ghana has here, for example, there's only one.
Yeah, no. See, I see there's two one. And can also say be a greater Accra, or court or Supreme Court.
Yeah, on the resolve one matter.
And he said a 2 year day pa never court top. So Kumasi or court or Supreme Court. San America the other day. And our crown at Tisano so on your 9.
On your 9. I answer the BBA coho.
And I had the 20 years.
Yeah, but the question here is not the number per se. But the question here is, who say as a man for air can they say, oh, and akufo-addo afa bi so and na wakwa
and
na sad man
yeah baho am person man 40 na e koso say America kro ye Supreme Court o ye 9 Canada kro ye 9 o say 10 how o ye say na person man 40 ase say ni omo ye no ye de no ye strong
it's propaganda.
Okay.
Yeah, you see yeah na important say group of people be air can be beer omo tun futuro gu amanfo ani se ne be ya omo nkuro na omo bo no e be de na amanfo be di atum ento omo si UK omo sorry omo si Canada omo sorry omo si US na omo compare but they don't really understand systems na US run federal system Nigeria run federal system yen run federal system. What I say? And it's a US, not a for example, be Ohio State. Ohio State running the federal system.
There's somewhere about
federal taxes and
federal police.
Your state taxes. Now, Pennsylvania, now you're police officer of Pennsylvania. That is your jurisdiction within Pennsylvania. And New York, so NYPD, and your NAPD, also but Ghana had also police. And if state be our laws, state be abortion, state be abortion, State bi wo ha ade a yes sinful e this particular state no e bi a house and
LGBTQ state bi wo ha state bi wo so ani ho.
Yes. Oko Utah, almost states in because almost views and beliefs bi Utah wa almost no bi wo ha wontimi nye oba Pennsylvania obetimi aye. Oba Atlanta, Georgia obetimi aye. What you say? Oko Montana state obetimi aye. Enunti a federal system. Edia no ye central. And ye di waha. Enti bibia
Across Supreme Court.
Across Supreme Court. Bibia eba Central Police. Bibia aya one way. Bibia sa and akoswa besi de. And he say ya na omo ka say the US and I say ya nhwe the same thing. Oko Canada the same provinces. Federal system. Nigeria kwa high federal system. And to betimi anya Ogun State Court, Supreme Court, Ogun State on the handle of money. So what I say, and when you are comparing things, I also share what type of system, what type of governance system.
The attorney say, "Enunti na yɛhwɛ no, nipa na ɔmo ka de kyerɛ wɔ mo no, say na akufo-addo ne na aban na ɛyɛ no, ɔmo mfa nkyerɛ mu nka ho."
De bomo fanka.
Nti obɛhwɛ no nipa no what fan tra saa na ɔde kɔ. Afei be wi ase no wante ase no wagina so a take decision bia na ense se o take.
Yeah, you see, idea man ya re ho say say the court system in itself no can you kwan say your ma ho kwan e ma e di party in some efrefra the judiciary because it's supposed to be independent. But no na bia one party let's call them NDC for omo can sem e two trogun kofoni e dware court no e ho fin omo di fin e ka court no e kan sem se na be ya amanfo be nya sympathy bi abedi wo mo achi emom entro no omo ka na the question therefore is e basa no a party na do akufo-addo or party no na do akufo-addo or communication wo communicators wo and when we two futuro go mani no it is the responsibility and the onus yeah wasn't party members no sorry na ko mo so cheche ni pamu say Ghana for say no and some of them can no correct name mom say ni say who say last day me can say baby ya do no it's about story war and as some wa wo to unsem wa wo ka o message a wo and also wo kan ne to enkrofo trim wo mo de o mo ka o mo nsem ya organize press conference na ya ka say na judicial crime independent na ya ka say oh and na wo ko Ghana numbers ni doors no ya ka say oh o mo ti warning say it can't go beyond this. It's very unconstitutional. They are talking about BBI unconstitutional, but they themselves can be unconstitutional. Say you cannot add. How can you tell the president or whoever say you can't add? And then your president also so on where a system now your BB say I ask the gatekeepers approach, check and balances. President Akufo-Addo, ono de on nominate keke. Chief Justice or make a suggestion. Now they call to Judicial Council and Judicial Council because say no suggestion we any juma. Enti na akahwa. Say Judicial Council jetum. Say ni pani ya na Akufo-Addo nominate no. On nominate we so say be our nominating keke. And was a co another engrofo why from a Council of State. On consult on say on kono no mun kodi ano ba bayo. On the mature national. And sana council of this edi tumua. And sana omo huri edi nipa no asa ko parliament. Oduru parliament me reject nipa no. What you say? No mo so akọ no either so be approve or they will disapprove. Either so be jatu and also omo nyintu. And it's like a gatekeeper's approach. And na the constitution are laid down. How do gate we mu ebe check you no wakuri na ko gate we mu na ya check you enti o maka say oh Akufo-Addo is packing MPP is packing how can Akufo-Addo pack when the council of state cast in consultation oh yam so how can the judicial council say oh yes yam so when chief justice suggest okay a parliament can disapprove and if at the end of the day we need to go through all this mail go through all this process go through all this path of purification. Yeah, you can reject or accept. Let's say eventually, justice of the Supreme Court, and now say Court of Appeal, and now say yeah. How can you say Akufo-Addo is packing? That means you are even disrespecting the Judicial Council. Number one, You are disrespecting the Council of State. Number 2, you are also kicking against the integrity and competence of Parliament. And until akufo-addo no want me sorry. And now this suggestion, yeah, can. We know say the time be selected or be you be for a year.
Across Supreme Court and any other court.
Suggestion a bit me free Chief Justice Waba. Suggestion a bit me free Ghana Bar Association for Saba say your who your crop be or ha. The fool say omu interest. Say almost one person omuba High Court, person omuba Court of Appeal, and almost joining the bench. Or be call for consideration. They can also make this suggestion. It is the practice. A CPN only say I can't say practice. Maybe I am fire no kaya young trade, but and only practice a daho. And at the same time, also they mention Attorney General. Attorney General also bet me suggest Obi. Say before say when ye more consider no. So Chief Justice makes suggestion. Attorney General can make a suggestion. Ghana Bar Association can also make a suggestion. Or make a suggestion in we are na court Judicial Council home. Almost be deliberate.
Maybe I'm into ya. Sinti Obia or Ben make a suggestion. They just a Judicial Council.
But that's what the Constitution says.
Maybe and this President Kra make a suggestion say young far away no more. Just a court Judicial Council.
But only duty Constitution that can say nominate. It doesn't suggest or nominate. And in Nipa they never come on to say no one is okay, but nominated are Nipa way. Now only Council of State. Yeah, you find with the businessman come here board of directors. It's like a board of directors. Oma ko trust Oma papa mu. They say. Now, and some sometimes not you have people don't know. Your national security should check background check.
Oh, sir.
Of all these people. Because
why the background check?
No, they have to do a background check. Now see how person appoint me to be a governor of Bank of Ghana. No people hire na papa. I want to say your background check.
No. What I'm saying is system no more dada. Ebi obi a high court judge, court of appeal judge. Or any juma. And he nominating a court Supreme Court.
Yes. And say take a higher responsibility. Okay. From a high court or from wherever, whether from the bar or wherever, who could take a higher responsibility. At least, if we are a high court judge, you said that you found 2 scrutiny. What I say, you found 2, the crucible of investigation. You found 2. Until now, I'll take responsibility. What's your co-worker you say now? High court judge, you crowd, or performance to say, or background to say. I was say check it out of my way, for qualification's sake. You are going to take a higher responsibility. And Sana, I go through. But at the end of the day, the most important thing they say, that a year, present year, or nominating keke. Now they go through all these checkpoints. I say, kwabuchre. Na you check your passport, immigration, you frame for customs. And so eventually work back on plane. And for what do plane now no crowd?
Yeah.
Will take it. That is how it is. That is how it is. In terms of phone test, who said, akufo-addo to me funny pet. Chief Justice to me funny pet. And for Judicial Council, almost informal pet. So you will be there say go through the process. It's a due parliament. Parliament can stop it and disapprove it.
Yeah, okay. The General Secretary of the NDC, Fifi, quit Onim.
Yeah, and that make us say, I don't say propaganda, any party politics. Say, what the law says, you don't want to speak the law, but you want to speak politics. Also, the Constitution, I check my out. So, over Article 144. They may pay or say appointment, retirement, and removal of justices of the superior courts and chairmen and other members of the regional tribunals. And Article 144 actually was specifically a quiet first chief justice. And as a for better quiet first choose justices of the superior courts. Well, lay down the process. What I say, I don't want to actually say at least I was saying. 9 at least not more than 9. What show Nina one fuck up will be out so. And unless you have a malicious intentions, and I do boni be will team, and I am she will be actual. And I get press conference I say, oh, the akufo-addo ye all ye na juma or ye ni constitutional mandate. Chief Justice all ye ni constitutional mandate. Parliament almost your constitutional mandate.
Onti asemo no eko 20 a nipa no no so.
Ya menti asemo no eko 20 eko 50 cry ha me. In as much as an insofar as say omo mu no omo ye qualified. If they are qualified. Because omo koye adwuma because adwuma no do so. Ya cases who say case management omo ye be yes afc ye be call 2 pa a year sister be ko yes Madina e be ko anopa e be ko awia e be ko say this is because ye speedy delivery of justice. Because justice delayed is justice denied, and the justice hurried also is like justice buried. And the say we need enough. And sometimes wait my judge was Supreme Court, but wait my back, I'm sitting our Court of Appeal.
Additional responsibility.
Yes. And obey me say free okra aba High Court. So
yeah.
Any side man man ni na ekoso. And nti na akufo-addo is a legal colossus. Obi a was yamra. And for Chief Justice Tukono also to do all this no. What would pay Chief Justice Tukono ni pay ultimately and administrative work and supervisory work. Ni funny pay me bibia. And the nam say omo mo twa constitution what impobi say na be ya for to me and my president, yen for to me and my Chief Justice, yen for to me and my Judicial Council, yen for to me and Cheney Papa for and 7 because you have separation of powers. And nothing that all this check get them also use the word gatekeepers approach. Say, Uduru has say ya. Na ya share you bet me say no twice to call anymore and ye. And see if Obikato say akufo-addo pack ya. Because it's a process. And now, see, or nominate you will be so. I was a nipa or called through vetting.
Okay, Parliament.
Parliament. We saw it, and then be a Uganda for them be a movement. Near the Chief Justice court now, need to continue to tunano. And Sana, Yakun say, oh, I need pay or qualify. And then not go forward, and the president can nominate Obia. Parliament can say no. No, you can't. Council of State can say no. Your advice they say don't present this person before Parliament. Chief Justice made my suggestion to the Council of Judicial Council. No. Papa, wait there. Or Court of Appeal say wait there. Or what say this. You need to say or what?
Near see any press conference. Yeah, at the stable court no.
Of course, a very stable court. Yeah, a very stable court.
Our influence for international community so.
Precisely.
So.
Oh, yeah, say court no. I want to say the judicial powers. Yeah, I want Ghana for no make kuru boko. I don't make a court and say J. They make sure say pepe ye for justice, fairness. Yeah, oh, you move down for transparency, accountability, and equity. Monkamum, and making sure say asumdue any order about Ghana. And until the judiciary a man for krum and no more outside no. Womu ahotoso when I say confidence or they repose confidence. Omu ahotoso ewo court no. And it say could be sorry. Let there be a omuka court no asem. E could be sorry. Let there be omu tunfutro egu court no ho. Ama gigia timamu for court no omo tiso no. Omo tisa gidie no so. Now invariably they are telling timamu for say you can take the laws into your hands. If you say oko court to kra no a pepe ye unsanka. Enti the judiciary will be a I was see a boho by pa. I say on minor coma. I was see a boho by near CC no near cansempa efa ho. The DBA sorry na ye di justice attempt DBA sorry na ye hu muntie na aba na ye press conferences na ye tunfutu ba asem bia ba so na ba na ekọ judiciary for adjudication. Now, international wise, say obi wa brochire ana obi wa man foforo bi so no person di sika ebe hye Ghana ha ebe di dwa ana be hye Ghana ha ebe bi kese bia no a say contract na ya na omo sign no inside ho you be say dispute resolution ana conflict resolution. That means obi di dwa odu sika ba Ghana ha na entautawdie ana say kwase ebu bi bem ana say anko yie business na anko yie a ekwan ben so na ebe fa e di besiesi asem no enti wo say wo da be shem say oh your friend say the law na e wo say ye ne Ghana for law forum na e wo say di asem no enso ye Ghana court na say nipa no e wo gidie sronko e ma ye court no
ene emra
enti say obediga wa ha ana odin sika e be hye ha onu say asem bi koto no kwan so whether say the resources ana the finances or the beba ana say employment issues ana say contract termination ana the contract law dey ba no kra no obi a breach obi a buso enoma entwa ye a na say be the court a menya court a say be ombe famra kwan so amom di ye atu ye enti so bi wo man no so your party member or your party member your person better akonwa no so a sa party na there was so protected or born by any the judiciary because obedi aban no so kra no a bakofo nsan kata nyamienu enya Ghana for nko because now there's trade and investment international relations in our constitutions and was a nipa movement of goods and services any ba China for ba Ethiopia for ba after now bay Americans ba Germany and nipa free all over the world Ghana have to come and trade and invest. Because we have oil, we have gold, we have diamonds, we have no rebe on ba bedidra. And I will see a mran also. It me bossa or mutiminya GDA sonko ewa yamran. Now munya apart from yamran also, your judges also or mutiminya GDA sonko ewa mumuya. And this a son up for mass idea. Definitely you'll be dealing with foreigners. Over person investment member or mine. Let there be our team were coming, and a judge USA, and Chief Justice USA, and Akufo-Addo is packing the court to this up. Now, all erode the confidence, integrity, and it is swa, and the power will court to no, and OTT.
Do you think, sir, now was said MPP as a party, or Mona, or Mode, His Excellency the President by ma, that was all my responding. Then me answer me because on the day. Now, on my press conference, the same day, Nana, near my Kosovo MPP running meet on near the end. Now, as a former respondent, and I said, yes, I bear politics in the Encosa.
No, yeah, what mean Yaman and Cosa? And as a government, you know, I was also, and as a party, you know, I was a more multi-facet. I was a more which year near every what me like, what mean can say me year running mate in Normandy, for be a judicial roofing team. That means we cannot walk and chew gum. What I say, as a party, you should be able to walk and chew gum. It is a whole year running mate in Myanmar. At the same time, the assembly bar, egu what buying hoofing. The assembly bar, I say Ghana maina because the judiciary is one of the arms of government. And the year 2 foot rogu I say no. And also who says, who can running mate to once more? As someone who can, it affects your party. And an affected party in the even though they are talking about Akufo-Addo and the government, Sawusha has affected the party. No. And at Timamu also, and on Betwaba, and their per continuity. It is a 2 foot rogu money, Sabani yet, Abani package judiciary, and Tukono, Chief Justice, or I don't Chief Justice, or Akufo-Addo, and their planning, and Omo Pakia Bino, and on per se, oh, double canina, and Omo prepare. Ghana for Adjini. Sabana ebe to 2024 year ebe December 7. So omu lose that's a court. They don't want to trust the court. So omu mention say we are in an election era.
Yeah, Omaka.
And so say it's a strategy. Yeah, omu they prepare a man for Adjini. It's a strategy. Yeah, person omo kan ho asem say oh the judiciary no kro na ye kan chief justice no kro na asem bi ba obe empanda nkrofo no already no oni akufo-addo ene didi enum na mo pe ni omo ye omo for omo cronies or mention ye omo for omo nkrofo apake omo wo the Supreme Court. Is this not preposterous? Is it any system? That's preposterous. Any system because of the fact that say the constitution actually a kwanya yem faswa ye be yi justices of the superior courts. Akufo-Addo in itself, the president of the Republic of Ghana in itself can't do that job. Can't do it. I don't want to be a new parliament. You better me stop it. Stop.
Interesting. Ora Sylvester Sari says, in a 24-hour economy, can't we use only 9 justices in the Supreme Court? Obisa, yeah, that's a 24-hour economy. Ampa. It's a 24-hour economy, so I didn't send the brave but I think a court 20 and Kenya because
my mentor is Johnny Cochran. I'll say. You hear the interview back or say they don't know the law, they don't know how to try cases, they don't know how to try cases. One more Mukasa will end this, they don't know the law.
Maybe I feel sad how the National Party, that is the MPP, left NDC to deceive discerning Ghanaians without responses. You see, the day the NDC held its press conference, it was the same day MPP was outdooring its running mate just to overshadow that event. MPP leadership must wake up over Solomon Kwe the way by said not Okan.
Yeah.
Oguseku says, I get the impression that NDC think they can use mind games in the form of press conferences, propaganda, lies, and demos to influence Ghanaians to vote for them into power. The earlier they sat down and looked for credible messages and policies to campaign with, they should forget about the 2024 December general elections. 2008, across the say, "Omo nam 10 one, omo 40,000 a win election." This omo na nam omo share for clear cut policy beyond to ja, but omo nam 10 one kakra.
They don't have it.
Na e de abufu aba.
Yeah, until they can in summary and say.
But answer the best way brand aso. What follow UK near course wo? Who follow you?
Say Labour Party are winning. Yes, and they are jubilating.
With all these economic conditions,
yeah, people care so much about our pockets and our employment and their future.
Okay.
And Tina is so important. Say, and you can see it now. Emma NDC set the agenda, and we will respond and we will react. And say, Chusu flag bearer. Chusu what running mate for flag bearer. Name and no cover anywhere be so. Say almost your press conference. And you be jam and abasa but one suggestion I don't know and I think I will ask. I think my name said judiciary for no almost spokesperson. Almost spokesperson. And if they have
almost secretary and no respond.
The secretary must respond and educate the public.
The
secretary must respond and educate the public.
They have to have
no, you said no be also move to go independent. Where is about PR, where is about public relations. Yeah, and no Obinka said Omra na ome challenge the Omokano, but to educate the public.
Yeah.
Well, to educate the public. Now parties also Emma among the government communicators among who say no, that is not the truth. Then also educated the public say. I think the final decider or be principal ama Nipano Obabe joining the bench, you know, is the parliament. And the parliament also know you will NDC for her and you will MPP for her. Woman they be vetted the nominee, you know. Now we decided say based on the resume, based on the record, based on the performance, and someone to know what can in this what do for the judiciary, you know, or be pass exam na uncle. And the best amount for TSN say the Chief Justice Onunkwa by herself, the Judicial Council Onunkwa as a body, and the President Onunkwa on nominati or mono, and now President nominati or the Council of State, and the Parliament Ebekono. None of this group and the absolute power. So Obe decided to say, the government, the president doesn't have the absolute power.
Agyapong.
The Chief Justice doesn't have the absolute power. The Council of State doesn't have the absolute power. The Judicial Council doesn't have the absolute power. At the end of the day, a parliament they decide, they say, on be passing the panel, and I say, on passing the panel. And it's almost be big car. I think it's almost any AEBR to say, they should go to parliament and tell them, say, and conform one. Chief Justice, I nominated a mobile. These are our reasons. And he say, not parliament, a trust, no my investigation, no my babble. They will be the final.
The nomination, in every Chief Justice.
No, it's a suggestion. It's a suggestion. The only person who can nominate is the president. Okay. In consultation with the Council of State, or acting as a board. Finally, the final bout, whether to be or not to be, So obey justice, and that's only justice, it depending upon the parliament. And you enjoy alone. Okay. Now you try say you be preserve your judiciary to make sure say bemana ya corner then nipa benya GDA ewum because debi no so also be transfer. You need the same judiciary. Peace and order.
We're here to go back dissenting.
Judiciary to survive. It is the law and the practice of law. And I'm a peace and order. A man they would be nanti hayo and tiesremo. Mamun tun futru microphone for the judiciary is independent.
Around what that time I said Oba Beboy production team, they shall say free Juara Solomon Sasumen sound the focus Pessinensi, Ejano and Justice Menamwasi. You know man phones was say Bribia Mutie. Bidi Edia Amufa watch it. I don't do me a Juada, a Besayaba, Akram.